Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the channel. My viewer title, you know what this video is about. How good has the Steelers offseason been so far? And I think so far, I don't know, I think the ESPN ranked it as the top 10, as a top 10 offseason. I guess I think it was number 10, actually, on the list like that. The Steelers have done a great job in the offseason, the draft wise, and of course the people we signed as well. Because like when Colbert was here, Colbert did a great job. His tenure here with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers winning some Super Bowls, and he drafted some big time guys, some big time players. But only thing that I feel like that he didn't do is kind of like the course of the end. He kind of played too conservative, and he wasn't like trying to add pieces when Ben was still in his prime, still like that. And you start seeing a little drop off like that. Like when he was still in that prime era, try to add those pieces on defense like that, and make the defense at least be capable of getting some stops. Because remember that one year where our offense was just going crazy, but our defense was just awful. The Jaguars put up with 35 or 38 points on us and stuff like that. So it just didn't have that extra oomph on defense like that. It was mostly the safety. It was mostly DBs really, because the secondary, it was the safeties and the corners and stuff like that. We trying to build through the draft, but it wasn't working out. But we never went out there and tried to get a bona fide guy over and bring him over like that. But I think the way Mr. Omar Khan has been doing it. He's been doing a great job going out there and just being aggressive and like just saying, "Hey, we need to address the O-line." Remember last time when Kevin Colbert was here, he said, "Oh, we're gonna draft this one guy in the third round. Kevin was Kendrick Green. And we're gonna put him as center, even though he didn't play center in college. He was a guard like that, and we're gonna just see how it works." And it didn't work out. Sometimes you just gotta address the problem, the elephant in the room, the big problems. Like, okay, we need to go ahead and address this and go ahead and fix this. So he went out there and he signed Isaac Seumalo. He signed Herbig as well, and add those pieces to the O-line. And then he went out there and drafted Broderick Jones like that, another piece as well. He said, we're going to go ahead and fix his O-line because, like I mentioned before in the past, if you can control the line of scrimmage in football, you can win games. Like that's where the game is won in the trenches. Like if you're on offense and you can control the line of scrimmage and like that and get a nice push, a nice force, you can control the pace of the game. You can run the ball, and you can use that to set up your pass and everything. And on defense, same thing. You can wreak havoc against their team like that. You can get out there and just cause disruption, where they can't run the ball to get stuff every time, and then under pressure when they throw on. So you can control the line of scrimmage, you can win the game like that. So Mr. Khan knew that, so he went out there and added those pieces, and the team has been looking pretty good. Of course, on paper, we still got to see how it translates to the field, but most likely, with Mike Tomlin being the great coach he is, everything gonna translate well on the field. And I feel like this team is a sleeper team because, like, last year was our rebuild year, and our rebuild year you went 9-8. This year is the year that it's like, okay, we're going to see what this team truly is. And I predicted, remember, months ago that the Steelers would make the AFC Championship game. Of course, it takes steps to get there. Either go on and win your division. That's the first goal right here, to win your division like that. And then if you win division, you get in the playoffs like that. And then you got to win the playoff game like that. Can win a playoff game in a while. And then you can work yourself up against that too. But I feel like the Steelers have the team and the potential and the depth pieces to actually pull that off this year like that. If you look at the team, really, it kind of reminds me of the Eagles team from last year like that. Usually all the depth the Eagles team had and the young team they had, it's just like you say, okay, they added some pieces, they added some veteran presence around the right pieces and just ready to emerge. Remember the Eagles team the year before against the Bucks? They looked good. They played the Bucks, but they didn't have like enough fire and power and the defense and stuff like that. But the following year, they went out there and they got A.J. Brown. They added some other pieces on defense, a few pieces, and look, they jumped up and projected and got to the Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts played amazing. 300 passing yards, a passing touchdown. He had 3 rushing touchdowns, 70 rushing yards. Played amazing. Just they didn't get the ball last. And one bad holding play call, penalty cost them the game a little bit from James Bradbury. But if the Steelers can merge to like kind of like that and get these guys, the young guys, they make a big time second year leap, like Kenny Pickett make a second year leap, and George Pickens, I can see them making that and doing that because his defense is very good. His defense is elite light, so having his defense is going to be nice coming into the season, especially if your young quarterback is firing all cylinders. You can get the run game going with Najee and Jalen Warren too throughout the season with a new O-line. It's going to be very dangerous because last year, remember, we seen what happened when the Steelers were able to run the football. They went 7-2. 7-2 over that course, and he had a couple of games they rushed for over 200 rushing yards and stuff. Najee was able to get some space. Jalen Warren was able to get some space and stuff like that. And you've seen how things happen and things kind of like start to fall in place. You're like, okay, we winning games. We able to control games. They don't feel like we just panicking all the time like that, and just running random plays out there. But I think the offseason so far, the Steelers have been very good. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a 9. They added pieces at every different level. Marcus Golden coming to the team was a big piece as well. Patrick Peterson getting signed to us as well, and drafting JPJ. Of course, we drafted Broderick Jones in the first round, of course, like that. Drafting Herbig, Keanu Bennett, all those pieces that like you need like to fill up like that, instead of just like saying always we worry about when they get here. We worry about it now, and like added those pieces, and those gonna be some big factors coming into the season. But that's all I got for this video today, guys. I hope you like this video. Leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think is the big offseason move, the best offseason move for the Steelers this season. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.